No, because the man is the truth. So, all right, hour number. We at hour number three. We had 3 minutes short of hour number three, and I wanted to once again thank you individuals for being here. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world. I'm talking about being a non-custodial dad this morning. Switched over to WNFL National Fathers League Talk Radio, and I want to comment a second on what you just heard there. Um, what you just heard was a woman that called into the Dave Ramsey show, and she was really looking for sympathy. She was looking for she was looking for Phil Sorryism. How you call Dave Ramsey and say, after all that, well, I want to file, I want it fresh, I want. You already knew what you wanted to do. You simply just called Dave Ramsey because you wanted to tell him, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. I don't know if y'all got that, but that's what I got from that. It was a woe is me a thon. It was a woe is me effect. And I was listening to it like, really? Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to read some comments. We're going to go into the third and final hour. We're going to read some comments, and then we're going to kick this thing on again. Talking about the sad, unfortunate facts about being a non-custodial dad. And a lot of you individuals, you are a non-custodial dad, and you may be wondering what the heck is going on with you. You may be wondering what's going on in my life. You may be wondering, why is this happening? Well, you came here this morning to find the answer as to why this is happening. I'm Chris One of the Chris One Radio Group. I charge I charge. I do. I am a court coach. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson. I can coach you with child support, asset management, divorce, and custody, just to name a few. I charge $49.99 for my one-on-ones, 2 1-hour session in as many days. We also have a special going on now where we're doing a child support challenge to your jurisdiction, $39.99. We'll need, of course, payment, all your information, and written authorization to sign the document that we're going to send to court in your jurisdiction, of course. All right. So we're going to read. Uh, I'm going to read a comment by Mr. D. Boyce. He says, "I'm glad you found some logic in the black community. You're doing better than me." Um, Truth says, "Good morning." You says, "Preach." Brooklyn says, "Thank you." Uh, Can't even wait till they get home to up many of the opportunities for themselves. Of course, he was talking about women of color. Um, Joe says, not to mention the little buddy being hated and wanting you leaving early at night. Wow. Um, the God says, man, you cold, dog. Preach. I pretend on it. My man Purple, he says, good morning. Uh, Anthony says, I have two turned 18 and are out of high school. Guess how their mothers are acting now. I can only imagine. Um, Purple said, what is a non-custodial dad? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I'm going to go ahead and answer that question. Jay says, what's up, boss man? I got you on the 31st, my man. Um, uh, 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 Anthony says, if they take you to court, remove yourself from everything. Life coach says, straight facts. My son's mother was screaming that I got you BS. I told her dumb that the day you stop the day from changing them, it's the uh, screaming that straight facts. My son's mother was screaming that I got you BS. I told her dumb. Oop. The day you stop the day from changing, then got me. Besides, I kind of lost in that. She's the dumbest one on earth. All right, but I'm gonna answer this question. Purple says, "What's a non-custodial dad?" A non-custodial dad is a delusional dad. A non-custodial dad is a delusional. What do I mean when I say a non-custodial dad is a delusional dad? Well, I'm glad you asked. What's going on, D819? Um, a non-custodial dad is a delusional dad. Miss Crystal says, career fools, I'm using that. Oh, you can use it. Very well said, Carl. I didn't catch that. Carl says that woman was lying. The VA would have covered her medical bills. Wow. Very well said. I didn't even catch that. Very well said, Carl. See, can't get them past my listeners. All right. But Purple said, what's a non-custodial dad? A delusional dad. People, there's a term and it says you're overthinking the room. You're overthinking the room. What happens when you overthink the room? You miss a lot of the things that are inside the room. So what happens is individuals, they overthink the room. And when you overthink the room, you put yourself in a situation where you react to things and it doesn't match the situation. It does not match the situation. You are just doing your thing. You are just going about your own business when in fact you think you're responding to the events at hand, and you're not, because you're overthinking the room. All right. So if I can, if you allow me to, I would like to give you guys an example of overthinking the room. When a woman says, oh, and this is true stuff now. When a woman says, oh, so you're not going to pay my car note? I'm taking you down for child support. Oh, so you're not going to put me and my mother on your cell phone plan? True stuff, by the way. I'm taking you down for child support. And you go, oh, why? Why you? You're overthinking the room. You're overthinking the room. How many times have you signed? How many times have you asked for a credit? How many times have you went to Chase Bank and said to Chase Bank, I need $10,000 worth of credit? And they said no. And you turned around and said, you ain't gonna give me no credit? I'm gonna stop asking you then. Oh, you ain't gonna give me no credit? Well, damn, I'm not gonna ask you for any more credit. I was gonna ask you for 1,000. Now I ain't gonna do that. Since when did the needy become the powerful? When did the needy become the powerful? How many women are down in welfare saying, you better give me this welfare or I'm gonna not apply? Where does this happen at? Anybody? Where does this happen at? I'm confused. Help me. I'm confused. This doesn't happen anywhere. Nowhere. Nowhere does this happen where a woman says, If you don't put my mom on your, if you don't put me and my mom on your cell phone plan, I'm gonna take you down for child support. If you don't pay my car note, I'm gonna take you down for child support. In no other arena does the needy say something and get a response like they do when they talk to you. You know why? Because you overthink the room. When does a cop pull over somebody for speeding and the person says, "You giving me a speeding ticket? Well, since you're going to give me a speeding ticket, if you give me that ticket, I'm not going to drive no more." Where does that happen at? Help me. I'm asking questions. I ain't nobody, I don't, yeah, he kind of right there. Yeah, I am stupid. How do you allow a woman to threaten you out of a need and you think the way you think? You respond, all right, I'll put you on my mom on my, what? What? Let me tell you something about Atia Bradley. She overthought the room. I didn't. Because she would have never thought, that I would say, all right, now you got your daughter screwing me too. Goodbye. And never come back to the table for negotiations. Not interested. Not interested. Wasn't interested. She thought I was going to sit up there and be like most of you. I'm going to keep going through it and going through it. She overthought the room. You guys need to stop overthinking the room. You get threatened and you respond like, what? Never in history has a welfare worker went into the welfare office and said, "You better give me welfare for all 5 of my kids or I'm not going to apply." I never knew needy people had power like that. I just never knew that. I never knew that. I've never seen it before. Y'all teaching me something. I never knew that. I never knew that. Am I saying something wrong here? It's awfully quiet. I don't got no comments coming through or nothing. Like Mug's like, what the damn? I ain't never think about it like that. I see my likes just went up. Appreciate that. Yeah. You guys, you overthink the room. And because you overthink the room, you are missing obstacles that are inside the room. Like common sense, like stupidity, the unlogical. It's right there in front of you. You're missing it. It's right there in front of you. It's right there in front of you. And you're missing it. And the reason why you're missing it, you're overthinking the room. What's going on, Eric? I was talking about my man Eric this morning. My man says, ha ha ha, you're on point. My man, I appreciate that. Carl says, because 90% of the time, all she has to do is claim domestic violence, and there goes your freedom and life. Wow. Let me screenshot that and post that. I like when people say stuff like that. Appreciate that, Carl. Because when I say it, people don't believe me. So let's talk about that. Because I'm glad Carl said that. Carl said because 99% of the time, all she have to do is say, uh, he did something to me, and that's true. So let me help y'all understand why that never happened to me. The reason why that never happened to me is because every time I went around to Tia Bradley, I recorded it. See, once I don't trust you, I don't trust you. It's the reason why this place here have cameras in the back, cameras all over, because I don't trust like that. A lot of you individuals, I don't know how you do it. You teach me something new all the time. You'll tell me, this is what you'll tell me. You'll tell me, oh, yeah, she took me down to child support, but we cool now. And I'm like, well, how is this even possible? How y'all cool? So what Carl just said, right on the money. Every time I went around to Tia Bradley, I had a camcorder. Every time I had a camcorder. I recorded. You guys got y'all got cameras in your phones now, and you ain't doing that. I recorded conversations on cell phones. I didn't trust that woman at all. Because like Carl said, that was coming next. That was coming next. That was coming next, Carl. Oh, he sexually assaulted me. It's by any means necessary, I'm a win. That's what they do. But fact of the matter is, you guys overthink the room. You do. You listening to me now and you saying, damn, you know he's right. Stop overthinking the room. D819 says, Chris, what's up, man? I love your channel, bro. I appreciate that, man. Share my videos, man, and hit them thumbs up, man. Stop fucking with me. Appreciate it. I don't hate it. I don't. This woman that I was talking about when I opened up, I'm going to tell her I opened up about posting. All right. Stop overthinking the room. Because when I got denied credit, when I had bad credit and I asked for a loan and they said, motherfucker, please, your credit bad. You couldn't get a 25-cent bag of potato chips on credit. I ain't say, well, just for that, I'm not going to use the pen to sign an application again. Who does that? Never in the history of history itself has the needy had power. But it happens to you and you and you and you and you right there because you overthink the room. When you overthink the room, you don't think about this. You immediately go to the end result. Oh, if I don't, she gonna. Have at it. Good luck with it while you're at it. Good luck with it while you're at it. People, a non-custodial dad is a delusional dad because that individual has paperwork that states that he is no longer a father and he doesn't even realize it. He doesn't realize it. He is delusional. He thinks that it's unfortunate, but he's delusional. He thinks that he is still in control. He still thinks that he couldn't just go and ask his father. Like I told you guys earlier in hour number 1. I'm gonna answer that in a second. D819. Like I said earlier, I told the courts I want to know my child's teacher's name, what she wears when she goes to school, what type of toothpaste she uses, health insurance. I want to know everything. I want to know, I want names of aunts. I want the names of all babysitters. I want everything. And I did it very smartly. I asked for names of babysitters one hearing. Then I refiled again. I want the names of teachers. Then I refiled again. I milked this. Tia Bradley, no, one thing isn't synonymous with me. I'm going to keep your ass in court. You ain't going to be able to go to work. This is how you turn the game against them. Y'all need to stop. If you're going to be a non-custodial dad, be a good one. Now, I stated before and I'll state it again. You're driving down the street. You get pulled over by the cops. The cop asks you for your paperwork. The cop does not ask you what you have for breakfast. That cop does not ask you, are you feeling okay? That cop asks you for your paperwork. All right, I need y'all to follow me. That cop asks you for your paperwork because that cop needs to know what's what. Now, paperwork is a very, very straight to the point. Excuse me. Paperwork is a very, very straight to the point document. It states the facts. It's the paperwork. Now, I said earlier, a lot of you are renting a car owned by the rental company. You own a car outright, which is owned by you. But a lot of us, we have car notes. And although it is not your car, the paperwork registration may say it's yours, but the lien holder, in fact, owns that car. The ultimate paperwork, the paperwork that trumps due to the fact that the lien holder has the title for the car. That car is simply just registered in your name. But the paperwork states that it belongs to the lien holder. This is why they have an option to come take that car back if you don't make payments. I need y'all to follow me. You go to court and you get paperwork that states you're a non-custodial dad. And that paperwork states you're a non-custodial dad, and you're going about it is, this is my child, etc., etc. You're wondering why this woman keep doing you wrong, and you don't realize the reason why that woman is doing you wrong is because the paperwork says you're a non-custodial dad. Now, in every other perspective of non-fat yogurt, it don't taste good as fat yogurt. A non-paying job, you can't pay your bills with a non-paying job. And a non-paying job is not even called a job no more. It's called an intern or a volunteer. A non-working car is called a POS. It's not called a car. But you, with being a non-custodial dad, you're still navigating yourself around claiming that you're a dad, when in fact you're a non-custodial dad. There's something wrong with your logic. This is why I named it The Sad Truth About Non-Custodial Dads. The sad truth. It's sad. There's nothing great about it. You're not, what are you doing? And your paperwork says this, even child support says, I love it when I get a call from the league in the middle of the call. Hold on a second, y'all. Good morning, Father's League. May I help you? Okay. All right. Okay. No. Uh-huh. Okay. Right. the funny thing you say that I'm actually doing a show now about non-custodial dads. He's a non-custodial dad. Is there any way you can give me his name and phone number? Hmm. So what is half custody? Hmm. Yeah, that if you call that joint custody, if you call that joint if you call that joint custody, you teaching us something new over here. That's not joint custody. Yeah. Um, the
Okay, I'm about to give you his name and his number.
Okay, because the courts have a very unique way of helping you think that you are something when in fact you're not. When you're a non-custodial dad, and like I said, you're actually called into the show. I'm doing a show right now to 11 a.m. in the morning. We do a show every morning from 8 to 11, and you just happen to call in with a very, very unique perspective on what we're talking about today. And the name of the show today is The Sad Facts About Being a Non-Custodial Dad. And you're talking about the fact that he's not being able to see the child under terms and conditions now being set by the mother, which in fact the courts already set the terms and conditions. Am I correct? Okay, that's kind of what I thought. So the courts set the terms and conditions, but she wants to come in and reset the terms and conditions, which is already set by a court order. I would be assuming, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, what's his name? What's his give me his hold on a second. Let me get a pen and a pad, and I'm gonna ask you to give me his name and stuff so I can have it.
Okay.
Hold on one second. I turned the mic off. I do apologize. Anyway, a non-custodial dad is a delusional dad. Ain't that messed up? Isn't that cold? That's cold, ain't it? And it hurts. That hurts. It do. That hurt. When I woke up today and realized that it hurt. God damn. Ooh, it hurts. It hurts. Everything is Black Caesar, man. Appreciate you for being here, brother. It hurt. Damn. I keep telling y'all can book the date. July 10th, 2009 was the last day I woke up and ever was going to tell myself a lie. I'm not lying to myself anymore. I'm not lying to myself. When you lie to yourself, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. And it hurts not because of what it's going through. It hurts because finally it's sinking in. The true, the true meaning of what's going on. It's finally sinking in. That's why it hurt. It don't hurt because you realize, oh man, yeah, my kid and this. It hurt because just the day before that, you was okay with uh being you was okay with she not letting you see the child, and you was okay with that. My man Eric says all that drama, I cancel that quick. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna go on break, and then we're gonna continue with this thing here. Um, I always like to give the example of a Dodge Hellcat. A Dodge Hellcat. A Dodge Hellcat is a car that has 750 horsepower. But you could take a teaspoon of water, put it inside the injectors, it'll shut that car down. You know why? The reason why is because that water is not supposed to be in that Hellcat. Not supposed to have water inside the injectors. So when Eric says all that drama, I cancel that quick. You know why you should cancel that drama and cancel it quick? Because drama, it shuts you down. You don't realize it. You don't realize it. You know, y'all know I'm the author of this book here, When Dads Cry. Published, book deal. Wrote this book in 4 days. The book was so good, shopped it around to a publisher, and still got a book deal. This is a product. This is called intellectual property. I will be getting paid from this book for the rest of my life. It took me 4 days to write it. 71,000 words in 4 days. 71,000 words. You know why I wrote this book in 4 days? No drama in my life. None. I tell y'all publicly. I say this thing publicly. I'm broadcasting off of 4 different platforms. I tell y'all publicly, I've trained Atia Bradley, And then I pause, don't I? And I say trained her. I trained her like a dog. And y'all go, ah! I say I'm still paying child support, but I have 7 incomes. Ah! What don't y'all get about what I'm saying? What is the, now I see what he's saying. When are y'all going to get to the, oh, now I see what he's saying. When are y'all going to get there? When is it going to sink in? When is it going to be, oh, so you mean I can't keep going to court saying, oh, she ain't let me? She ain't let me is not court terminology. She ain't let me is not. Miss Crystal says, I'm back. I know you back. I can feel it. Every time Crystal is watching, I get a certain level of cheer and happiness. I knew she was back. I said, Crystal must have came back. And I looked and she says, I'm back. But this is what y'all go through. I don't want no parts of that. What I'm not doing is I ain't leaning to the left, poking my ass out saying, go ahead and dump dick in my ass. We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. I'm not part of the bend over posse. Not interested. Not interested. So when you ask me what exactly is a non-custodial dad is a 100% pure grade A delusional fool. You're delusional. You've accepted that status and didn't even know it. They slipped you a Mickey. Oh my. You sat up in there and you thought that you thought you was getting justice. Oh my God. But they bent you over and said, I'm about to bust this. Your booty hole. I'm only, don't get mad at me, man. I'm only speaking facts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at the messenger. I'm only speaking facts. I've been doing this 20 years almost. And it's the same old thing every time. A woman thinks she's mightier than thou, and I gotta bust them down. Gotta train them like a damn dog. Oh, you dookie in the house? Stop dookie in the house. AKA, stop acting like you running this. You took the man to court from the perspective of you wanted to be in control. You got control, and you still effing him over. And you don't realize this because you're a non-custodial dad. People, I got to take a break. Then I'm going to continue with this last hour. I'm hungry, man. I'm going to just go in the back. I got some beans in the back because that's what I do, man. I'm trying to lose weight. So it's like Dave Ramsey would say, raw earth. So I'm going to leave y'all with some Dave Ramsey. Dave! And once again, I appreciate you guys for being here, man. You guys could be anywhere else in the world. But you decided to rock out with me instead, and I definitely appreciate that. Um, hmm. I kind of got this the response back from the guy that just called in. What's going on, front? And he says they sent the address. They sent the address for my paperwork to an address that I didn't provide. Yep, that's a trick. They always do that. Um, they're good at that. They're good at that. They're good at that. They're good at that. They're excellent at that. You was only misinformed, or I can't do this, I can't do that, because they sent that paperwork to an address, fictitious address. But I'm gonna take 5, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all with Dave Ramsey. All right. just go dump something in the old stomach.
Doesn't matter. Your income doesn't matter. Your age doesn't matter. Your race doesn't matter. Your geographical location doesn't matter. There's a thing that you and I are dealing with in your money, and it's called math. And none of those things I just mentioned give you a pass